Hey, what is up, YouTube? We are back with a very special PayPal request. I'm going to get straight to the message here. I wanted to choose one of your favorite drummers who hasn't featured on the channel yet. Apart from some really awesome covers. Thank you. And he deserves a lot of recognition. So I've decided to make a request for Steven Adler. And since it's for your birthday, I want you to choose the song. Thank you so much to Micah Purdy, who has requested this. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Micah? I did check and we did a few back and forths, but I'm going to go with Micah. Hopefully that's right. Please feel free to crucify me in the comments if I got that wrong. But hey, I'm from New Zealand.
What's wrong with being from New Zealand?
I don't speak English too good down here. In fact, I should say...
Micah, put that down.
So yes, as Micah has said here, and I've mentioned this a few times on the channel, Steven Adler is actually one of my favorite drummers of all time. Now, a lot of you out there will be thinking, Steven Adler?
Dude, you featured Sput, you featured Gergo Borlai, Gavin Harrison, John Bonham, Buddy Rich.
Yeah, but Steven Adler's got a very special place in my heart, and he is legitimately a mofo. We're going to get more into the reasons why, and I'm going to explain as we move along, and at the end of the video, why this drummer and this group was so impactful for me personally, and what to look out for as to why Steven Adler is such a fantastic drummer. Guys, original video link in the description of each of my videos. Of course, go check out that original video link without this bald Kiwi talking all over it. I notice here that this video has had 466,000 views, the original video that is. It is literally, it's just a drum cam. The audio is not high quality or anything. And I think it captures perfectly why Steven is just such a phenomenal drummer. I mean, I must be responsible for like half the views on this video. Without further ado, let's check it out. It's Steven Adler playing Nightrain. Let's go. I don't know what the setup of this gig is. I don't even know what the band is. It's one of Steven's bands playing a Guns N' Roses song. You ready? I mean, the space in between the notes. Let's listen to this intro again. Now, if you wrote out this drum part on a piece of paper, we could all sit down and we could transcribe and write out this part. It looks easy. It is easy in a way. That's how he's playing it. The swing, the feel, the note placement, the space. Let's just go back. Also check out the drum kit. Notice all the tape on the drums. We're going to get to that as well. The drums are just covered in tape. I mean, you're not supposed to do this, right? It's against the drum laws. Man, I got to calm down. How can this be this good? Are you feeling it? Are you hearing how good this is already? Listen to this. Oh, there it is. There it is. Space. Backbeat. Kick drums. The pocket is just so undeniable. And if you took away the bass drum figure, on the kick drum, you know, with the bass line part, if you took that out and you just isolated the ride or the cowbell quarter note there, it's not getting interrupted at all. And it's just sitting perfectly within the subdivision. Now, Steven Adler, I'm talking a lot on this video because I'm just so excited and I really want to convey what it is because I feel like this video could go completely over people's heads and they go, oh, I can play Nightrain. Yeah, but you can't play Nightrain.
How dare you?
You can't play it like that. This is really special. It's a really special feel. Let's go back one more time. How can it be this good?
That's what it's just.
I've done a cover of this. You'll find a cover of me playing this on the channel, admittedly on an E-kit, so it's a little bit different, but not with this feel, not with this note placement and space and placement. Kick drum placement is so on point and so groovy. Oh my god. How? The backbeat is perfect every time. That little syncopated anticipation hi-hat bark, it's a good example of how comfortable and swinging he is within the tempo here. Just watch that little syncopated, little anticipation hi-hat open. And the way it sits down. Quarter note accent. What? Singer sounds insanely good. Whole band does. What? That damn tempo is just not moving. The pocket is so deep here. It's insane. The swing. Honestly, I cannot tell you. I might have watched this drum video. For a drum video, for people, drummers, drum teachers, professional drummers who watch drum videos, and every now and then you'll find yourself watching one over and over. This is one of those for me. I probably watched this drum video more than any other. It's okay. We don't want to get into Steven's personal life or any battles that he's had. You'll find out a lot about that if you just, do a Google search and why he ended up leaving or was fired possibly from Guns N' Roses. I'm not going to get into any of that stuff. We're focusing on the drumming here. To see him still, relatively recent, it's a couple of years old now, this video, but to see him relatively recently still playing to this level, and the sound is all there. It is all there. This could be the drum take for the album. It is perfect. The whole drum take here is perfect. He's just playing it live like nothing. Crazy. So sharp. The tempo. And spinning the sticks. Listen to this bit. Listen to the space he leaves here before going back into the sort of flam, and his trademark flam, kick flam thing that he does. I stole that. I used it all the time right throughout my whole career. I stole so much of this guy's trademark drum stuff. It's crazy to think about now. There! So relaxed in pocket. Sounds crazy good. I love that fill. Be that good? How? Ba-da-dun-dun, 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 ba-da-dun. That's a long phrase that he's playing that fill over. That would be a time where you would want to speed up, or you would naturally speed up. He plays that subdivision perfectly and just lands right back in the pocket. It is crazy. I mean, how many bars is this fill? Let's go back. Okay. It's quite long. Tight band. Crazy vocals. I think even after that, there's going to be a good chunk of you who are like, yeah, so what? You know, like it doesn't not overly impressive to me. And again, you know, we've got the real technician, perfect drummers now. I think what I love about Steven Adler is he's not that. He's not your perfect technician as a player. He is just all swing and groove. I'll mention two other drummers who are in this universe for me, a little bit different ends of it perhaps. Dave Abruzzese, former Pearl Jam drummer, sort of the more, I don't want to say complicated, possibly more polished, you know, more facility sort of end of drummer. And then a Phil Rudd, who similar to probably more similar to Steven Adler. So much swagger and swing and feel, but Dave Abruzzese's got plenty of that as well. These guys are just so integral to the albums. Now, Appetite for Destruction, you know, where Nightrain featured on that album, obviously. That's one of my favorite albums of all time. It was a big album for me when I was a kid. Saved up my pocket money and bought it and just listened to it, you know, over and over, wore out the tape, cassette tape, right? That's how old I am. And you've got no idea how big a deal it was. Like if you weren't there, it was a big deal. It had swearing on it, on the album, right? You know, so we're all running around at lunchtime, you know, rewinding, listen to this, you know, sharing like little earbuds. Oh, did he? I think he swore. Did he swear? Yeah, I think he's swearing. Oh my God. It was dangerous, you know, it was exciting. It was unpredictable. It was mysterious, Axl had so much range on his vocals. We didn't know, is that Axl singing that song? Is that him singing Mr. Brownstone? Because he sounds a lot different to when he's singing Sweet Child of Mine. There's a lot of intrigue. It's not like the internet today where at the click of a mouse, you can find out anything. Back then, you didn't know, right? And I wasn't even playing drums at that point. The album was still impactful for me, though. And later on, you listen to it and you go, damn, the drumming is really good on this album. And you go on and on and on, you talk to other people and they're like, yeah, that's like some of the cleanest like rock performance drumming and most coherent. The whole album, he manages to glue it together and tie it together and make it sound like a band. I give a lot of credit to Steven Adler for how good that album is. Now, I do think everybody played their part. Most people are going to, check out the vocals, and Axl, I don't know personally, I don't know if Axl ever sung as good or as emotionally as that. And there, of course, is a certain lightning in a bottle that you get from a young rock band, young, heavy metal. I guess they were heavy metal at the time, heavy rock. And they were living that life. They were living that rock star life. Change topic just for a second. I did sort of go down the rabbit hole with the album not too long ago, and I found out that Steven Adler, despite the album taking months, I think like 9 months to create for various reasons and various things going on within the band, I believe Steven Adler recorded the drum takes in like 2 weeks. Just laid it down. You can take that for granted, right? It's just, yeah, we'll just get the drum part down. I'm sure that, that level of engineering and production, they weren't approaching it like that, but you could think of it like that. Oh yeah, we'll just get the drums down, get the bass down, and then we'll put on the widdly guitar, and we'll put on the vocals and the vocal overdubs and the, if we need to do any harmony vocal, really zone in on that. But the rhythm section is so vital. The rhythm section's what curls your toes. It's what gets the booties shaking. It's what gives the album the feel, right? Rhythm guitar, drums, bass. You need a solid foundation to build your house on. You could have the best building materials in the world going into the windows and the framing around your windows, roof. If the foundation's not solid and right, it doesn't matter. It's all going to just collapse and it's completely worthless. You have to have this level of foundation for a great album. It's what guys like Dave Abbruzzese with Pearl Jam would bring in. It's what guys like Phil Rudd would bring in with AC/DC. I mean, I challenge you to go back, and I always suggest people do this, is go back, check out the original video without me talking all over it. Find me a mishit on the snare. Every snare there was perfect. Perfect rim shot, tuned flat, muted, no overtone. It's not everybody's sound. It's probably not what I'm going for either, but for what he's going for, it is perfection. Muted, really muted toms. That's why he's got the tape all over the toms. He's killing all the overtone. He just wants a dead thud. Ugh. Like someone like a Dave Grohl when he's playing this massive tom 4-piece kit. Huge drums, and he just wants He's almost got like a kick drum, and then he's got a rack kick drum and a floor kick drum. It's just fat and big, and that's what we got here. I say like the quality of those backbeat snares, the quality of the cowbell hits. Now, there's a lot of different ways to hit a cowbell. There's a lot of different parts of the stick to hit a cowbell with that are going to affect, depending on how thick they are or how thin they are really going to affect how that cowbell sounds. He seems to just effortlessly and confidently get such a consistent sound out of the cowbell, hats, cymbals, and especially the snare. The actual sound as well is so close to what he was doing almost 40 years ago in Guns N' Roses. He's still got his signature sound. And that in itself is a huge thing, a signature sound. I saw a thing popped up on one of the Facebook drum groups the other day, which, buyer beware when you go and enter a Facebook drumming group or a Reddit drum group. But someone made the point that, it's really important, if you want to be a professional drummer, it's really important to know all styles. And, you know, people will pile and say, yes, you need to know everything. Blues, funk, hip hop, Latin, rock, New Orleans. You got to learn jazz, of course, jazz. You got to learn everything. You don't have to learn everything at all. Sometimes you want to be a master of one style. Now, I don't want to go out and say that Steven Adler cannot play other styles. I'm sure Steven Adler's interested in other types of music other than heavy rock. But I gather from his movements and his body mechanics and the way he swings through the backbeat and just left foot, like knee, up around his ears, off the pedals, he's a rock drummer. He is a rock drummer. He hits crazy hard. And I bet this is his wheelhouse, man. This is his wheelhouse. And it's like the ball's just sweetly coming right into his hitting zone. And when he's playing at this tempo and this kind of groove, he just knocks it out of the park every time. It is so impressive and somewhat emotional, if you can tell, for me to watch and try and explain. I want to hear your feedback as well. Are you feeling it? Can you see it? Maybe you don't have that emotional connection to the album where it's one of your favorite albums. And maybe you're just coming at it cold and like, I've never really paid that much attention to Guns N' Roses, but yeah, the drumming was really good. Or are you coming at going, I don't know what you see? I would love to hear your feedback in the comments. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, and leaving a comment. It all really helps me out. If you out there have a direct reaction request that you definitely want to guarantee gets on my channel, the only way I can guarantee a request at this point is via the PayPal link. And that's just to say a big thank you to the people who are supporting my channel. I do also have a Patreon that's just $5 a month. Through that, you get access to the blocked video playlist. Remember, you as a subscriber out there, you get access to a full and free 30-day trial over at Drumeo. Go learn from the world's best drummers for free on me for 30 days. Until next time, take it easy, keep chopping wood. Ciao. Oh, you're still watching? You should subscribe.
Where's the subscribe button?
On the left, is it left or right?
No, isn't it the right?
Top left. On the right's got the video and the playlist. I think.
Yeah, come on, man, subscribe. Don't be a dick.
And then Drumeo too. Drumeo down the left, bottom left. You should do it. You should do that. It's good. And then on the right, videos you might like, playlist.